What's up YouTube? For today's video, we make full Kubfu evolution team. So in this video, we'll be using Kubfu and its evolutions, both the Urshifu single and rapid strike, and both of the Gigantamax forms as well, all in one video. If you guys want to check me out on Twitch, this is where I do mostly all of my battles. I do shiny hunting and some other games as well, so make sure you check me out. Link is in the description of the video, and big shout out to all the people who've already followed me there. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now today I've got 3 battles to show you, so a triple battle special, just to spoil you guys a little bit. I know we have a lot of new people to the channel as well, so maybe you haven't seen a theme team from me before. This is sort of like one of the other core series that I do on my channel, so I hope you enjoy. Okay, we have a battle. This one's against a Lemonator. I'm sort of thinking of a lemon right now, and we got a Espeon lead. So Espeon, real talk, could take my whole team out the confusion. Not even joking. So I'm a little bit scared of it. So go for the Mega Kick there, but instead of going for a Psychic type move, it's going to be going for a Trick. So as soon as I seen Trick, I knew that it was going to be a troll strategy. Man, you guys always try and troll me. So we got a Toxic Orb as the item given to me, and I'm going to get my Weakness Policy stolen. Now this Kubfu set is exactly the same Kubfu that I used in my Kubfu suite, which was like 1 or 2 days ago. If you did miss it out, check it out on the channel there. YouTube may not send it out, which commonly happens. So go for that Mega Kick there. Mega Kick has a nice base power of 120, but it does have quite shaky accuracy. So a lot of the time you'll find it will miss. So now, instead of going for like Psychic or anything like that, it's going to be going for a Future Sight. Now, Future Sight's a very powerful move. However, it takes a couple of turns to land, right? So, and the thing about Future Sight is you can't keep using it either. So you can't keep stacking that Future Sight over and over again. It'd be pretty cool if you could do that, but yeah, you can't. So now we got to Reflect. Like, this is a Reflect, Light Screen, and Trick Espeon. So like, wonder what the other move is like Morning Scum or something like that, maybe to heal them up. I don't even know what this set is. It's just straight troll. Anyway, so I'm getting some more toxic damage there, and we got another Future Sight. So I don't know what the other attack was, because obviously they couldn't do anything there, and Espeon is going to go down. Now the only unfortunate bit about that is Kubfu is actually going to take the Future Sight, and Kubfu is going to go down. Alright guys, let's be honest here, at least I didn't release Kubfu this time. You guys have checked out that releasing Kubfu video. Alright, next Pokemon coming here is the Vaporeon. That name though. Anyway, so this team was a evolution team, if you probably haven't guessed already. Now we got a Vaporeon to deal with, and also it was a 4v4 too, because I had 4 Pokemon on a team, so they did choose to pick 4 Pokemon, which was very nice of them. So we got an Urshifu coming in, and this is my it was the Rapid Strike Urshifu. Sorry, I nearly messed it up there. So this was a attract Vaporeon, right? And this Vaporeon was like the bane of my existence. I'm not even going to joking around, like, right? This is super annoying. So I'm going to get immobilized by Love there, and we got the Skull coming in hot here. Now the only thing I was worried about, if I did get burned by Skull, it would really be bad. So the first Skull didn't burn me, which is quite nice. But the problem was, right, I kept getting immobilized by Love by that Vaporeon. Man, I just figured out why this had a track for. I just figured out why that track, because what happens, right? Say this Pokemon infatuates you, then it says you're infatuated by that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole point of this set, to make me say this during a commentary. I'm not going to say it, or I'm not saying it. Right, so now we got a bird on my Urshifu. Great, that's awesome, guys. I got bird. And I still couldn't actually manage to get a hit off on this Vaporeon. So I'm like, there must be a time when I'm able to get like a Facade off. I had Facade on this set, right? And then I get immobilized by Love again. So now the Vaporeon's going to go for an Acid Armor, boosting its defense, right? So I'm not even going to be able to take this Pokemon out, right? So I've got one more chancey to take just a little bit of damage off this Vaporeon, and I get immobilized by Love. I think that was 6 times in a row I got immobilized, 5 or 6 times, and it has a 50% chance to infatuate you. So I think that was really bad luck. If someone that's good at maths could do that, hit me up in the comment section with those calculations, right? Okay, we've got to take out that Vaporeon. Alright, so we're going to be swapping the Urshifu here. Now, this Urshifu was the single strike. So we got Aura Sphere, Dank Pulse, and I've got Poison Jab. Now, the reason I got Poison Jab on this set, right, this is the Galaxy Brain set, right? So, mostly, this is a horrible special attacker, but I thought, how can I boost my special attack, right, without using something like Work Up? And I want to use the G-Max, right? So I was like, if I go into G-Max, right, and go for the Poison Jab, that'll actually boost my special attack from a physical move, which would be like super cool, right? And then, once I get out of it, I can use Poison Jab, so it's an amazing set. Anyway, so we're gonna go for the Maxus here, and real talk, I go for Maxus like once or twice, then I go for a special move. That's pretty much all I can do. So that does about 2 damage to Vaporeon there. They're obviously running something like Max Health and Max Special Defense, and they're gonna get another Attract off on my G-Max form. Now, question of the day, people. This is one for the comment section, those people that like to write those comments down there. What Urshifu form do you like most? Do you like the rapid one or the single one. So I'm just going to say the blue or red because that's just easier. The blue one or the red one. I like both of them, to be honest, but I feel like most people will like the red one. I'm calling it right now. Maybe leave a comment in the comment section. I'd like to hear your thoughts and feelings there. Okay, so we got the Vaporeon, and they're going to hit it with another Max Ooze there, which is going to be good. So the next move, I can finally hit it with like a powered up special attack move. So I got +2 in the special attack, and since this is coming off Poison Jab, it's doing no damage, right? So this is my chance, right, to really hit Vaporeon like hard in the you know where. Okay, so this is the chance, people. This is the chance I've been waiting for. And I was like, okay, if I go here, right, I can go for a G-Max one blow, and that'll come off my special attack and be like super powerful, right? Obviously, I'm running Choice Spec, so I won't be able to make use of this, the next turn, right? So I'm gonna go for that move, and I'm gonna mobilize my love. I can't believe how much I've been trolled by this Vaporeon so far. So Vaporeon is basically going to be sitting here. I can't do anything because my G-Max form is going to run out, and I'm locked into Poison Jab. The only good thing Poison Jab could possibly do right now is poison it, but I didn't really want to stay in that matchup, so I got to swap out. So now we're going to go into another Urshifu. I actually ran 3 Urshifu on this team, so I could have like 2 G-Max, 1 normal Urshifu, and 1 Kubfu. I could have run like maybe 4 Urshifus, but I thought 3 of them was enough. So now we're going to go into Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee has got the move. It's got a Wicked Blow, which is 80 base power, and it always crits in a physical move. So pretty good. They're my other moves there too, and all of them had the capacity to G-Max too, so I could sort of this battle, I'm going to G-Max this one. So this move looks really cool. It actually looks like something like out of the anime, like the animation looks like absolutely amazing. So now we're going to Vaporeon go for the Ice Beam here. I mean, I know they were going for a freeze hacks, and they didn't get it. Like, that thing got so much more hacks. I better not hear about, you know what? I'm just going to ask you guys, just figure out what happened in this battle about the Vaporeon, right? Just erase it from your mind. It never happened, all right? Just erase it. All right, so next move I can go for is another Wicked Blow, and Vaporeon is finally going to go down. Man, this KO right here, that felt, so you don't know how good that felt. That felt really good. All right, so finally Vaporeon is going to go down. See, I didn't even call its name out once. That's how good it is. All right, so next one we got is the Glaceon here. Now, Glaceon is going to get hit really hard by the close combat. This is the best set on my team. It's max attack and max speed. Out of these Pokemon like Urshifus, I don't think they're completely and utterly overpowered. They're still pretty good though, but I wouldn't say they're completely broken after using them in quite a few times. So the last Pokemon is this Sylveon. Once again, we had a 4v4, right? So it was a very even battle. The only problem about Sylveon though, it's a fairy type, so I'm going to get absolutely destroyed, right? So we got the Dynamax Sylveon here, and basically anything's going to take me out from a Draining Kiss to a Pixelate Tackle. So we got the big old Sylveon here. Now, I've got one more Pokemon left, and both of them actually have Poison Jab. So I was like, okay, if I go for Poison Jab, right, I might be able to get a crit or even a poison, and that does some pretty solid damage right there. I don't get the poison, which is very unfortunate. Now, if you remember, my other Urshifu set actually had Poison Jab, but it was only using Poison Jab to get that special attack boost, right? So I didn't run EVs in attack, so they are in the special attack. So I'm going to be needing a critical hit to actually take this, this Sylveon out, right? So down goes my Urshifu there, and we've got one more Urshifu left. Oh, also, I will say one thing too. With my Urshifus, I don't have a G-Max, like a G-Max gift yet for the blue and red ones. I'll get them in the future. They're just not sort of out and made at the moment. So just for anyone that was wondering about that, why they weren't moving right. Okay, so I'm going to get wrecked by the Sylveon there, and that is pretty much it, people, for this battle. I couldn't do anything against them, like the Espeon and the Sylveon. And thank you, Lemonade, for the battle, and thank you for that really annoying Vaporeon that we're going to forget about. All right, let's get on to the first battle, guys. All right, so this one was against Jopa King here, and this battle was pretty interesting to say the least as well. So this whole battle, all 3 of these battles today are all theme teams, so I really hope you guys enjoy them. So we got a Toxtricity lead here. Once again, I'm leading off with Kubfu, and this Kubfu set is basically my lead every single time. So going for that big old Mega Kick, it actually lands this time, and Toxtricity is going to have a Citrus Breath. So, okay, I wonder what this set is going to be, right? So they got the Toxtricity going for a rest, and I'm like, why is it using rest and Citrus Breath? That literally makes no sense on turn 1. But you know what? My Troll Dissector was starting to go off, right? I'm like, what has my audience got planned for me this time? So go for another Mega Kick. It actually connects. So it's a 2-hit card. It's a clear 2-hit KO. So the 17 meme is going to stay asleep, and it's going to go for a Snore. It's a punk rock Snore Toxtricity. Man, you can only find this on my channel. There's nowhere else to sign this sort of content, people. All right, so taking the 17 meme out with the crit there, I took the 17 meme out. Just for the people that are on Twitch, you'll know what that meme is about. If you don't, well, you're going to have to rock up to a Twitch stream. All right, so the next Pokemon we got is the Toxtricity Loki. Loki coming in there. Now, their theme team, you probably already guessed it already, it's a Toxtricity theme team. So they've got all the Toxtricity ones, but instead of having 4, they've actually got 6 Pokemon. So we gotta deal with like 6 of these. All right, so we got the stored power there. I went for the Endure. Endure is actually gonna get my weakness policy there. Now I didn't know they were gonna use stored power. I just obviously just went for the Endure to get a maximum damage on reversal because we got the weakness policy reversal. So Mega Kick is gonna miss again, and we got the stored power, and it's gonna take me out, man. I'm just getting so bad luck like lately, especially with like my hits. So Kubfu is gonna go down, and we got 3 more Urshifu to get ourselves back into the game. So we're going to go into Jackie Chan this time, and we're going to cause a ruckus. So we're going to go for a Focus Energy, and this set, obviously, I don't need it on my signature move, but it's all the other moves on this set that I need it for, right? So we got a Thunder Shock, Toxtricity, and Thunder Shock does a lot of damage, and it also paralyzes me. I'm like, damn, son. And now we got an Uproar, what? And Uproar's gonna take me out, man. This battle, like, this is almost like the first battle, but like low-key worse. All right, I mean, at least it's not one Vaporeon. All right, next up, Urshifu coming in as my Rocky. I've got to get rid of this. This is my choice spec set, and it doesn't take it out there. I was hoping for a flinch, but I do get a crit, which is really, really good. We're going to pop that air balloon, and it's going to go for Uproar. So Uproar is a sound-based move. Obviously, Punk Rock is actually boosting that, if you're wondering why it's doing so much damage. So now we're going to go for another Dank Pulse, and Rock and Roll is going to go down. Man, finally I took that out. So we have 4 more of these Pokemon to deal with, and you're probably thinking too, yes, they're going to have a G-Max Toxtricity. I mean, they have to, right? That's their theme team. All right, so go for another Dank Pulse there. And Electrotrode is pretty chunky, man. It's pretty thick. And now it's going to go for that Nuzzle there. Now, Nuzzle isn't going to take me out. I do live on 69 health, though. And it is going to paralyze me, right? And then it's going to go for a Technician Shockwave. And, man, Rocky lives on 3 health and gets another Dank Pulse off, man. I was actually really lucky to live that one, getting that little bit of extra damage, right? Anyway, so Toxtricity is going to take me out the Disrespect Nuzzle. And Urshifu is going to go down. Man, I've got to get back into this game. This is really bad. I think I may have to pop my G-Max Pokemon. Like, I've got to pop it right. So I'm going to go into my G-Max Pokemon this time. Now, out of all the battles that I did, I'd say my Single Strike Urshifu was the one I G-Maxed the most compared to the Rapid Strike one. Obviously, this one was a little bit more of a more viable set, right? So that's usually probably why I did that. Also, a lot of the time I was like 1 Pokemon left, and the opponent had like 6 still. So I was like, oh, I've got to do this. Anyway, so go for that Max Knuckle there, coming off the close combat, and this is going to be boosting my attack, which is going to be nice because the Toxtricity is on a low amount of health, and I can get like a free +1 without getting nuzzled or any of that annoying stuff like that. Okay, so we take it out half of that Toxtricity team, right? We still got 3 to go, though. All right, so we got Fast. I'm like, okay, is this going to be a Choice Scarf set? Like, what troll set is this going to be? Anyway, so go for the G-Max 1 blow. I want to show you guys what the G-Max move looked like. And Fast doesn't have a Choice Scarf. It's got a Focus Sash and said it was a troll name. It was a troll name. Anyway, so we got the Noble Roar. I thought it might use Shift Gear. Like, I was thinking, like, what moves does it have? But instead of Noble Roar is going to drop my stats. I was like, okay, they're going to drop the attack that I got. I may as well get, like, another attack stat. So, at this point, I'm basically what I was before the, Toxtricity came out. I mean, they did stall, like, a couple of turns of my Dynamax, so I'd say that's what they were trying to do, right? So, down goes their Toxtricity there. They've still got 2 more sets. Okay, so now we've got Poison Toad coming out here. Poison Toad is the, I see, they've got 3 of each. So, they've got, 3 of the normal and 3 of the low-key there. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty low-key. Anyway, so we're going to go for the Wicked Blow here. Wicked Blow is definitely going to do a lot of damage. There's a crit there on +1 health, and Poison Toad is going to get croaked. We've got 1 more Toxtricity left, and I know that it's going to be G-Max. So I'm thinking right here, okay, if it goes for its G-Max move, I do have a little surprise for them, right? And it is going to be G-Max. I knew it was going to be G-Max all along, right? Because if you're running a full Toxtricity team, you got to go for the G-Spot sometimes. All right, so we got that big old frog there, and this one is going to be dropping really hard. Now, I was actually kind of curious, how am I going to be able to take this out with one Wicked Blow? I do have a +1 in, attack, right? And it is always a crit, well, 80 base power and a crit, which is super, super interesting there. So go for the Wicked Blow there. It almost takes out the chest strings there. It's actually quite a good name because it sort of like drums its chest like a guitar. And now it's going to go for the G-Max Stun Shock. That is a signature move. It can either poison or paralyze, but I Galaxy Brained here, right? Because they probably thought, okay, I can go for that, get that poison, and then go for the Max Guard. But I had a Lumberry there, and a Lumberry actually cures the poison, so then they can't storm me out the Max Guard and win the battle. So go for a final Wicked Blow there, and Toxtricity G-Max is going to go down like a sack of spuds. And that, my friends, is the second battle, and let's get on to the third one. Man, I thought then I was going to get trolled like really, really hard like I did in the first game. I mean, let's forget about that game. All right, so the third battle actually was another theme team too. I think I mentioned we had 3 theme teams in a row, which was like super, super cool, right? Now, out of all these theme teams, this was actually a theme team that I wanted to do myself, right? And I was hoping that maybe one day we'll get another chance to do theme teams like that. More on that as the time goes on. All right, this was a battle against Mr. Guzzlord, and we have a Magikarp lead here. So I was like, okay, Magikarp. The only thing that Magikarp could possibly do to me other than using Splash would be to go for like, I was thinking they may go for a Dynamax bounce and then sweep my team with Airstream and then, I quit Pokemon forever, something like that. But that wasn't the case, right? So go for the Mega Kick there. It's going to take the Magikarp down to its Focus Sash. So Focus Sash is going to put it on 1 health. It's either going to go for a Flail or a Bounce. It's going to go for a Bounce instead. So like, okay, I knew they'd probably have Bounce because Bounce is good against all my Pokemon. Aerial Ace is going to miss there, and Magikarp is going to obviously outspeed me. Go for that Bounce, and Bounce does a lot of damage to me. It's a clear 2-hit KO, and the Bounce paralyzes me. I'm like, no, this can't happen. But the only good thing that's going to come out of this, right, is Bounce is going to activate my Weakness Posse. But then again, there's always a negative and a positive, and I get paralyzed this turn. Oh, so now we get the Magikarp. Go for the Flower. I lived on 1 health. The merch is available below the video, and I get paralyzed, and it takes me out with Tackle. Are you serious? Are you serious? I just lost to a Magikarp in Pokemon. Now I know how that guy feels that got swept by my Magikarp like 69 years ago and got viewed by like 18 million people. Man, that guy's... I'm just thinking about that right now. That guy was probably like 2, and now he's like 3. I don't know, that's like so long ago. All right, so anyway, we took out the Magikarp, right? We're going to go into, we've got the Mega Gyarados coming out here. Man, this is what I was talking about. They've got a theme team. They've got a Magikarp evolution team. I really, really wanted to do this team, right? But now I can't because there's no Mega Gyarados. So I'm hoping one day the Megas come back in so I can finally do this team. I was thinking about doing like, a shiny Magikarp, normal one, Gyarados, a normal one, then the Mega one. That'd be super cool. So some reason this Gyarados has a black sludge. My troll detector was going off when I seen that. Like, I'm just going to take that out before more troll stuff happens because I've had enough. Like, I can only take like so much for one day, people. All right, so the next Magikarp's going to slide in there. That's a very nice nickname there, getting past that center. And we got the Dank Pulse here. This is a Choice Specs set, and Pipcarp is going to go down in one shot. Now, I kind of wonder what that set actually was. I feel like it was probably Choice Bed and Bounce, something like that. Oh, right, the last Pokemon they got is Gyarados. So I'm like, okay, Gyarados is pretty thick on the special side, so if this is running like a any sort of bulk to it, which I'm pretty sure it's gonna be, I'm not gonna do much damage to it at all. So it's got the leftovers too, and it's got Waterfall. So all I've seen is Waterfall. Now I haven't seen Intimidate. Now there's a possibility that it does have Moxie, right? So I'm like, they haven't Dynamaxed their Pokemon yet. They're probably gonna have a Moxie Gyarados, and man, I better do some damage to this right before it takes me out. So my second Urshifu is gonna go down. I've still got 2 more Urshifu, and I've still got my G-Max, right? Okay, so the Gyarados is gonna have that Moxie, right? And I'm starting to think here, it's super, super bulky, right? Maybe I should try and swap in my Poison Jab. I was thinking, maybe I'll try and poison this with Poison Jab, right? See if we can get that one going. If it has, like, Rest or anything, that would be really, really bad. So I haven't seen all its moves, so I've only seen Waterfall, right? And, if it has, like, Rest and Sleep Talk, this could be really, really bad. And I want to make it use Rest if it does have it. So we've got the big old Gyarados here. I knew that it would be a big Gyarados. The big old... It's like a big shrimp, isn't it? I mean, the shiny one looks more like a shrimp, or the Mega one looks like more of a shrimp. Let's just pretend it's a Mega Gyarados, the one before. So we got the Poison Jab there. Poison Jab is going to do no damage, obviously, and it's not going to poison. Now we got the Max Geyser from the Gyarados. I know that's coming off Waterfall. And I'm also Galaxy Braining right now, right? Because I'm thinking, if I swap in my Urshifu, right, the Rapid Strike and G-Max. That'll power up my move, which would be super nice, right? So the Gyarados is going to get some of my health back there from the leftovers. I'm going to be going for another Poison Jab here, trying to poison this Gyarados, and I do get the poison, which is absolutely hype, right? So now Gyarados is going to go for that's going to be going for a Max Geyser, and it's only got one more turn of Dynamax left as well, whether I've got an Urshifu that I can slide in, and I've still got 3 turns, which is going to be like really, really good, right? Now, I'm not sure if it has Airstream or not off bounds. I really don't know. It does have +2 an attack, though, which is a bit of a problem. I'd say they've invested all their EVs into bulk, so I'm hopeful that they have nothing in attack at all. So my last Pokemon, right, man, this Gyarados has got like 69 healing things happening at the moment. Anyway, so my last Pokemon is the Urshifu, and I haven't actually showed off the G-Max Urshifu, the blue one, right? So I thought I'd definitely show it off in this video as well. So this is the water, I nearly said water shuriken. Basically, it's got water surge, and that is like 3 times, right, for 25 base power each. And when you use that move in G-Max, it looks pretty dang cool, and I wanted to show you guys. Plus, so it is raining as well, so I thought this would be appropriate to use that, right? So I think I remember my Dynamax candy, my G-Max candies too, or Dynamax candies, and I'm going to be going for my G-Max Rapid Flow here. Out of both those moves, I think I might prefer the red one. So unfortunately for me there, Gyarados is going to tank that one, and it's going to go for a Max Overgrowth. Max Overgrowth is coming off Power Whip, I'm assuming, and those big mushrooms, man, and I lived that on 58 health. I didn't actually expect to live that one, and now the Max Overgrowth, or the terrain, is on the field, and Gyarados, right, is actually poisoned at the moment. I was like, will it have enough health to actually take out the poison, or will I go for another G-Max move and take it out, right? Essentially, the battle is mine, or I won the battle just due to me actually tanking that last attack. But funny enough there, that poison I did a couple of turns back was enough to take out the Gyarados. But man, these were like 3 super cool teams. I hope you really enjoyed the battle and the team. It was super, super fun to do. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you drop a like on there. Drop a subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.